Hi guys, welcome to Dragon's Cave. My name's Karen. Today this will be part of a collaboration organised by June's Sunshine Crafts, and it is for Lupus Awareness. Now the symbol for lupus is a purple butterfly. Now I have done a tiniest little bit of research because although I'd heard of lupus, I had no idea what it was. And there are apparently a few different types. It's quite a debilitating illness for a lot of people who have it. It causes things like arthritis, fatigue, rashes, chest pain. There's a really long list of symptoms. So, as I said, not something I know an awful lot about, but kind of thought it was a good cause to join into, raise a bit of awareness and maybe do a bit more research myself. So, I got this beautiful butterfly mould that I got from Temu, and I'm going to be painting the mould with mica powders so that where there are leaves, well, you can see that there are leaves and flowers in here. So the leaves I'm going to do in this kind of olive green. The centres of the flowers will be in this Let's Resin Chameleon Golden Powder. The flowers are going to be the Chameleon Grape. Sorry, it's in the wrong place there. Also Let's Resin Chameleon Powder. And I'm going to try and mix in a little bit of these purples in the pattern here on this side. I'll probably do the body of the butterfly in this darker purple, I haven't quite decided yet. And anything else that hasn't already been filled in, I will use this purple holographic powder. It's a laser powder that came from Temu. So I'm going to attempt to do this, she says. I'm going to try, if at all possible, to do this without moving the mould, so that you can actually see, although you can't actually see a lot because my hand's in the way here. Yeah, I'll start painting this and then I'll put it into a time lapse for you. I've never done this mould before, so I'm kind of winging it a bit, guessing what's leaves and what's flowers, etc. Trying to be as careful as possible so that I don't have too much cleanup to do. Yeah, this is kind of real guesswork on my part. Just hope I don't stuff it up. So I will fast forward. I'll put you on some pretty music in the background. It's better than listening to me with my banged up nose. I've just come back from holiday, and as happens pretty much every single time I fly, I've come home with a cold. I'm quite susceptible to colds anyway, unfortunately. As you probably know if you've watched many of my other videos, I always seem to have the sniffles of some description, whether it's a cold or allergies. Okay, we're back for the next part. Now, because I'm a bit of a plank, I actually forgot to switch the camera on when I did the gold, but I've done the centres of the flowers and I've done the body. I probably haven't got all the leaves, but I hope I have. So now I'm going to get the flowers done on this side. This looks very blue in the pot. I'm hoping it comes out more purple than it actually looks. I'm basically just going to go over everything on this side of the mould anyway. Now that's definitely a leaf at the end there. So I'll have a little bit of clean up to do there. And I believe that also is a leaf. Yep, that is there. I can actually see it better once there's powder in it. I can actually got more of an idea of what's petal and what's leaf. But as I said, this is the first time I've used this mould, so accidents will happen. Who was it who sang that? Elvis Costello, I believe. Babbling again. Normal for me though. Wouldn't worry about it. I've given up worrying about a lot of things as I get older. See, I've got a little lump of powder right down in there, which isn't, I need to speak up because I'm not sure which microphone I'm using. It's kind of doing a test now to figure out, because apparently one of my microphones is quite muffled, so, or it might just be me, and it's the way I talk, who knows, hey? Right, so I'm not going to go and clean that up just yet. I'm going to start on this side, and I'm going to go with the lighter of the two purples in here to get into the detail. These are all a stack that just screws together, so it's kind of, ooh, there we go. It's a very pretty colour. Not sure how well you can tell the colour. I'm making a mess already. So I'm just going to go into the kind of recessed bits here. So apparently one of the, one among many of the symptoms of lupus is rashes, and the rash can actually be purple, and also it quite often manifests in kind of like a butterfly shaped rash across the nose and cheeks. So I'm guessing that that's where the purple butterfly came from as a symbol of lupus. I did see something when I was looking it up earlier, when I was Googling lupus, and there was a research paper. It was to do with DNA, and so basically lupus is an autoimmune disorder which makes your body attack healthy tissue. And they kind of likened it, or this research paper kind of likened it to the chaos theory, and you know, when a butterfly flaps its wings in the Amazon, you get a tornado somewhere else in the world. And I really am talking rubbish now. I'm very tired. I'm still kind of jet lagged. Haven't got my body back onto my normal sleeping and waking hours. I think the older you get, the longer it takes to get over this kind of thing. But I really didn't want to miss out on this, because this, as I say, it's Saturday today. This video, I believe, needs to go out on Monday. So I didn't want to take a chance and leave it until tomorrow in case something went wrong, because then I wouldn't have time to redo it. Okay, I think I've pretty much got all these bits now. I'm going to go and do a clean up. Then I'll get the end bit done, and we will go from there. I'll see you in a sec. Bye. Okay, that part's all done now. I've cleaned up where the leaves were that I thought were petals initially. So I've tidied that up, cleaned up around the edges as best I could here. So now I'm going to go with this purple laser powder, just to kind of finish it off on this side. It should be nice and quick and easy. Hopefully, she says. It's always when I say things like that where things start going wrong, really, but I'm sure everything will work out perfectly. I'm hoping there'll be a good mix of different shades of purple. I'm still a little bit worried about these flowers because they do look more blue than purple. Need to get sure this right up to the edges. Work it in well. Don't want it to be patchy. So I think that we are there. So I'm going to disappear off, mix up my resin, and I will be right back with you. See you in a bit. Hey guys, back again. I've got my resin mixed up. I've only mixed up 90 grams, which is it's a resin pro crystal 2:1, so that's 60 grams of part A and 30 grams of part B. So I'm just going to use white mica powder. I know the chameleon powders especially, the colours tend to pop more if you use black, but I kind of wanted this to be a bit more delicate, if it makes any sense. So I'm just going to get this mixed up as quickly as I can. I suspect this is going to be too much for the mould, even at just 90 grams, but I'd rather have too much than too little. So what I should have done, and I say this almost every time because I always forget when I'm filming, is to mix the powder with some alcohol before, and turn it into kind of like a paste before popping it into the resin. But it's okay, it's mixing in. Resin feels a little thicker than usual, but that's because it's actually quite cold. It's not cold, but it's a lot colder than it has been recently. And the outside temperature is about, I don't know, mid-20s today. So in my garage it's only 21. On the bottles we're standing on the cold tiled floor, so because I forgot to put my heat mat on. Nothing new there, eh? Okay, so that appears to be fully mixed. I can't see any lumps of powder in there. Just going to give it a one last squirt. Oh, wait, yes. There are a couple of lumps of powder in there that were mixed in. Right, so I'm going to give my mould a quick squirt because there's quite a bit of detail in there. And let's get this poured. I'm trying to kind of get more detailed bits first and then let it kind of find its own level, running around nicely. I think I've pretty much guessed quite close with the quantity. My microphone is flashing at me. I don't know if that means that you're not actually hearing this at all. If that's the case, I'll put on some music and some subtitles. Otherwise, yeah, there we are. So I'm not going to quite fill this to the top. I'm going to give the alcohol a minute or two to evaporate. Otherwise I'm going to end up with a mess everywhere. But we're pretty close there. Yeah, I'll just let that find its level. And once the alcohol is evaporated, I will top it up. And I will see you for the demold. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back. I don't know if I got any sound on the first part. I haven't had time to check back the video yet. If not, it will have all been subtitles. So we're now ready for the demold. And this has been in the mold for almost 24 hours now, so hopefully it shouldn't be particularly bendy. A little bit of overspill here and there. This is a little bit floppy, but I'll deal with that. The main thing is to see how it actually comes out. So the mold has come away clean, which is always a good start. That over there out of the way. And let's have a look. Oh, that is pretty. Okay, so the holographic powder didn't take as well as I'd hoped it would rather. And the flowers here are slightly more blue than I would have liked, but it has got a purple shift to it, which you'll see better in the daylight when I take it outside. Just got a little bit of overspill tidying up to do here and there, but overall I'm very, very happy with it. So check out the playlist down here, and thanks again to June for organising the collaboration, and yeah, see you for the next one. Bye.